Well, hello there. Welcome to Marci's Minute. Today I want to talk about getting along with our spouse. And I want to talk about expectations and requests, okay? A lot of times we have expectations about how we want our spouse to behave, things we want them to do or not do. And the reason why we have these is because we think if they do those things, then we can be happy, or we can feel better, or we can feel more secure. And a request is, hey, I would appreciate it if you could do this thing, but either way, I'm going to be okay. I'll still be okay if you don't, but I appreciate it if you would. So I'll use an example. I have a thing about my husband putting his water bottle and his iPad in a high traffic area in the kitchen on the counter. He plops them down there, and then they sit there for a long time, like for hours till the next day. And meanwhile, I need that area to do things in the kitchen, right? And so before I used to have an expectation where like I needed him to move that, not put that there so that I wouldn't be pissed at him, so that I wouldn't be irritated, right? And so that's why I had this expectation. And so I could ask him and he might remember and he might do it, might not. It's like not a big deal to him. Like we have a difference in how we think about putting the water bottle there on the counter. It's like, what's the big deal? If it's in the way, move it, right? Maybe, and so sometimes he remembers and a lot of times he doesn't. And so then I learned, the difference between an expectation and a request is like when I have an expectation, I'm not willing to be I'm not willing to manage my mind around it. I want him to do that for me. I want him to do that so that I can feel better. And so it's like me having a remote control to me, and I'm just handing it over to my husband, and I'm letting him, what he does or doesn't do, dictate how I feel. If I feel good or not. If I feel happy or irritated, right? But when we make a request, it's like, hey, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't put your stuff there, because then it's, it's like not in the way and I don't have to move it and stuff like that. But, and that's it. And it's like, but if he doesn't do it, I'll still be okay. I'm not going to make it mean he doesn't care about me or what's important to me. It's basically, because a lot of times he still does it. He forgets. And so I just have to think, I choose to manage my mind. I might feel a twinge of irritation at first, and then I've programmed to my mind to go, actually, it's just a water bottle. It's just an iPad. It's not a big deal. Like, it's not worth ruining my relationship over it. I can just move it. And then I realize, like, it's me that thinks the thought. It's not the thing that he's doing or not doing that irritates me. It's what I think about it. It's what I make it mean about me or him, right? And so choose to make requests, but not really expect them to happen. And and then there's expectations as well. Like, realize you're wanting to do that so that you can feel better. And it also means you're not willing to be in charge of how you think and feel. You want to delegate that out if we have expectations. And sometimes expectations turned into demands or ultimatums. Like, if you do not do this, I'm out. And I'm not saying, like, there's sometimes when things don't line up and it's maybe a moral thing that is really important to us and maybe we're not willing to negotiate. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? I'm just talking about trying to get along and adjust to different people's different, styles and preferences in the things that we might make mountains out of molehills, okay? So let me know if you need, what you think about that, or if you need any help with that, let me know. You have a good weekend, and I'll see you later.